Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another retro gaming review. And now I bring you the Commodore 64 port of Final Fight, which is a coin-op conversion of the 1989 arcade game. This particular version came out in 1981. Oh god, US Gold, Creative Materials, oh no. God, they've actually put names to this. I really hope that this is better than the Spectrum version was, because that one was painfully slow and jerky, and my worry is it's a sign that 8-bit computers struggle to be able to cope with it. So I'm hoping that the Commodore 64 version will set things straight. Music's not too bad, I suppose. Oh dear, this is blocky beyond belief. Alright, get on with it. Those graphics are recognisable, but they're very blocky. I mean, very blocky. No, I just got to wait for the first level to load. Come on. Oh, I thought he was about to do it just then. Come on. Whenever you're ready. Oh, I really hope it's worth it if it's going to keep me waiting this long, because, well, I just really hope it's worth it for keeping me waiting this long. Oh, blooming hell, you've got to be having a laugh. I'm that guy in the beige colour on the far right of the screen. Oh, goodness gracious me. I thought the controls were slow to respond in the Spectrum version. This is even worse. And the animation's crap as well. And look how blocky everything is. And all the enemies just look the same. What's he doing there? It looks like he's grabbing by the scruff of the neck. Why can't we do anything with him after that? Oh, this is... The sound effects are pathetic as well. Backgrounds are bland, largely grey. Oh gosh, this really is pants. No in-game music. What is he doing there? I can't seem to do anything. Oh, I can throw him. Ugh. Not impressed. I didn't actually want to select a second player, it just did it all by itself, and no, I can't seem to do anything with him, which isn't ideal. I feel like a bit of an idiot doing this, but actually, I don't feel like I feel like I'm a big traitor doing this, but it's only so I can actually continue on with code. Scrolling's smooth, but apart from that, I haven't found anything particularly positive to say about this game. I mean, it may run at a faster speed than the Spectrum version, but unfortunately, it's still just as unplayable, if not even less playable than that version. The controls are just very slow to respond. And these characters barely even resemble people, and they're all wearing the same mustardy, browny green coloured shirt, almost as if someone's been sick on them and they couldn't be bothered to wash out the bile properly. Sorry, that was gross, wasn't it? Oh, this is horrendous. Oh, goodness me, this is bad. Why can't I pick... Oh, God. Everyone just looks the same, even when they're not the same character. Oh, God. Oh, I see that guy's got a knife. Oh. Oh, God, the animation's shite. Throw the knife. Everything's so slow to respond. Oh my goodness. Good. What is it with scrolling beat-em-ups where there always has to be an enemy that doesn't attack him, which he slides along on his arse on the ground? I remember having a bit of a... I remember that being one of the things I first noticed about the Super Nintendo version of Super Double Dragon. There was always this move that the enemies did, in which they just slid along their arse on the floor with their leg outstretched, and there were no frames of animation prior to them doing that to prepare you for it. They was just suddenly on the floor, and they just raped you. That's that taller guy, Hollywood. That's the move where he slides along the ground, and this just reminds me of that. Oh, God. This is really not playable. $1991 on a Commodore 64, and this is the best they could come up with. But then I shouldn't have expected much, because this is the cruddy US gold. Oh, God. This is terrible. Strange enough, as slow as it was, I actually think I prefer the Spectrum version to this version. It may run a bit far. It may run at a bit more acceptable frame rate, but strangely enough, I don't think the controls were as laboured in that as they are in this. I'm having real trouble trying to get any kind of move to work. I'm really struggling to get Cody to do what I want him to do. Even with the slowness of the Spectrum version, I never really had that problem. Oh, God. Why is everything this mustard colour? Oh, God. Andore. Looks a bit like Big Bertha from Renegade. Well, at least in this version. Oh, God, this is... Let go of him so I can punch Andore. Oh, they just trap you in a corner and beat the crap out of you, and you barely do anything. Oh, goodness me. When you do that jumping kick, there's literally about 3/4 of a second delay between you actually doing the action for it and him and Cody actually doing the jump kick. Oh no, you've got to be having a giraffe. Oh, this is not playable. Blocky graphics, pathetic sound, no in-game music, no atmosphere. Oh, dearie me. Oh, you did a pole driver on me. again. God, this is so unplayable and unresponsive. Oh, dearie me, this is not fun. This is further convincing me that that Final Fight was just too much for the 8-bit machines. Oh God. I don't know how to time blows because everything's time delayed. Oh, here we go. Yeah, pick up the apple as if you'd eat an apple that was found in a dustbin. I really wish Ocean could have had permission to do this. I don't think I can bother to play that anymore. It's that bad. So that's Final Fight for the Commodore 64. It's absolutely abysmal, and even though it runs a bit more smoothly than the Spectrum version, it's still really poor. So graphics, by and large, they are incredibly blocky, and the colour scheme is bland in the extreme, and a lot of the characters just look the same even when they're not supposed to. It looks like they're essentially scaled down versions of what was in the original arcade version, but I can't help feeling they should have been redrawn from scratch because they just look like a garbled mess of pixels. So even on that opening title screen, there's a preponderance of brown. Ugh. This sound, no in-game music whatsoever. This music you're hearing now is about the best thing that audibly comes from this game, and even that's not massively inspiring. It's not the music from the arcade, from as far as I know. Oh dear. And the sound effects during the fighting is absolutely pathetic. It's got no oomph to it whatsoever, so you don't really feel like your pain is being dished out, and that's crucial in order for a beat 'em up to really sell. Gameplay. Well, smooth scrolling is about the only positive thing I'd say about it. Runs a little bit faster than the Spectrum version, but the animation's really quite jerky. It's far too easy to get stuck in a corner and get absolutely pummeled by multiple enemies, as you saw when I was taking on that Andore and that other guy. I can't remember his name now. The controls have a significant delay of nearly 1 second before your character actually decides to do anything. And everything about the experience is just dull and unresponsive and unplayable. So I'm going to give Final Fight for the Commodore 64 2 out of 10. It really is a terrible port, and it further convinces me that Final Fight should just have stayed off the 8-bit machines. Both the Spectrum and Commodore 64 versions have proved that they just can't handle it. At least not without substantial compromise. They may have made the sprites smaller in this version, but it still wasn't enough to make the game playable and enjoyable enough. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that review. Hope to catch you on another one soon. Taxi88 out.